The Bald Angels Charitable Trust works to build more connected communities where vulnerable families receive the resources and care they need to thrive. Please give a warm welcome to this group that is transforming lives in the far north.
Did you know that some kids still grow up with dirt floors in Aotearoa? Did you know that 27% of Kiwi kids live below the poverty line?
Did you know that 85,000 Kiwi kids live in severe poverty?
Did you know that 76% of family violence incidents are not reported to police? And yet police investigate on average 1 every 5 minutes in New Zealand.
Did you know that New Zealand has the highest rate of youth suicide in the OECD?
We all know it takes the right environment, the right nutrition and the right support for a seed to grow. So to a child.
In 2012 we sowed a seed of goodness. We've run 2 head shave events and raised over $100,000. Our community proudly is Bald Angels. That sense of goodness in Northland has overwhelmed us. Let our kaumātua and kuia share with you.
The Bald Angels, the night of the shave. Everybody, you know, because even you got a fright when he went to countdown the next day and everybody had the same haircut, you know, or had no hair. And, you know, that's the gelling start. It's the initial beginning of who you are, and they can see the benefits, not any monetary or anything, but the benefits of actually getting to know each other.
Yeah, that's true.
And it was, yeah, he goes, oh, I met this, and I says, I was sitting in the car and they both went past and they go, like this. They all had the same haircut, you know, and it was awesome. He just cracked up, and even I did. With these girls and little baby or little children, all had the same. And everybody was so rapt.
It all came from that seed that's planted
right.
in your heart. Eh?
See?
All these different things you're doing, eh?
Yeah.
All the angels he's doing.
It's awesome.
Mm.
Through our early relationship with hospice, we became aware of a family of 7 with a terminally ill dad. Their home was tidy, full of love and humility. Their home was a garage with no running water, no electricity and a dirt floor. 5 boys. The youngest was 4 and he collected his drinking water from a bucket. The middle 3 boys were polite, curious and friendly. The eldest was 18, deaf, blind, unable to talk or walk. Mum was completely worn out. We were able to help by offering clothes and food. That was all we could do. Dad had a plan to build the family house, and the shed was to be the beginning. It became the end. Mum lost her licence drink driving on the way to the closest laundrette, 25 kilometres away.
Collaborating with our community, we can do more. Iwi, health workers, schools, businesses, all do their part. Prisoners make blankets, create art, and help in the community gardens. When the police deliver our gifts to at-risk families, it enables them to build relationships of trust and goodwill.
Kia ora everyone, my name is Chris McClellan and I'm an inspector in the Northland Police. It's my pleasure to talk about the Bald Angels Charitable Trust and the wonderful things they're doing for our community and also for our police service. Whether it be the financial support they've given us with the food hampers, the clothing drives, the head shave, the trauma teddy bears that we use for victims of crime and kids that have had trauma, or more recently to the Kiwi Mana project they've rolled out to help youth in our community. They're an amazing bunch of people. They specialise in helping and enabling the community to do wonderful things. We're really proud of our involvement with the Bald Angels Charitable Trust and we look forward to having a long relationship with them.
We ran a weekend art camp in 2017. in a school, at one of our many beautiful beaches, and met some amazing kids. Imagine this, a house, right on a beautiful Northland beach, oysters at your doorstep.
Sounds idyllic.
Not for Jimmy, 12 years old, talented artist, intelligent, lovely boy, lives in a basic dwelling with mum, cousins, aunties, grandparents, and an uncle. Wakes up in the morning, wonders if mum is okay after another night's booze and violence. Checks the crying baby. No nappies, no food. Goes to the water just 5 metres away in the early cold and misty dawn and collects oysters from the floating jetty. Goes home, cold and wet, tired and hopeless. Oysters for breakfast. No school today. Should we blame the parents?
What if they don't know how to do it differently? What if they feel hopeless too? What if they were once Jimmy? Our partnership with corrections gives us a wonderful opportunity to build relationships with the inmates who probably have lived Jimmy's life. In doing so, we realise that until we've walked in their shoes, we cannot judge.
No, the trauma they've inflicted on others is not okay, but through our relationships, we gain insights into broken lives.
I asked some young inmates, "What have you learnt from being in here?" And a 21-year-old replied, "I've learnt I'm worth something. I didn't know I could do anything." This hit me profoundly. He had just performed a heartbreaking song he wrote for his mum called "Mama, I Love You." It was Mother's Day. How does a boy get to 21 and not know he's worth anything? Take a look at this. Based on local statistics, these 100 lost youth will reproduce, on average, 5 kids over the next 10 years. That's 500 by 2020. On the other side, we have our working well youth. They have life skills and self-esteem. They have careers, so they have fewer babies and later in life. This balance does not work.
It's terrifying.
And this is just starting with 100 lost youth doing life as they know it.
This is not about birth control. It's about life skills and self-esteem.
So our Kiwi Mana youth program was conceived. Our youth need to learn life skills and grow self-esteem. This is critical. If we're to avoid a world of more prisons, more human destruction through violence, suicide and ill health, we must support our youth to believe in themselves. We must change our systems to support stronger, sustainable communities. We must support our youth to thrive.
Let us look after our children and sow the seeds of goodness in our communities. Take the bald angels Wairoa with you and nourish the children into a strong future for Aotearoa.
I'm John Carter, Mayor of the Far North District Council. It's estimated that 40% of our young people, if they go to school, leave school without being able to read or write properly. 4 generations of welfare dependency have given them no future, no hope. We've created a subculture. And if these statistics continue, then our society, as we know it today, will collapse. So up stepped these wonderful women. They take these people by the hand. They show them there is a future. They show them there is hope. They show them there is a future. They show them there is hope. Most importantly, they show them love. God bless them. Thank you.